Okay, we're gonna talk about changing oil today. I wanted to let you guys know about the benefits of changing your oil. Save a lot of money over the years. The first step in changing oil is you want to gather all the materials that you need. Basically, you need some oil. Depends on the car, what type of oil you need, and your oil filter. You can go to all kinds of different stores to get your oil. I go to AutoZone most of the time, and they'll have people to help you find the different type of filter or oil that you need. They also have books that you can go through if you don't like talking to people. You want to look at your handbook also. That'll tell you what type of oil you can use. The next thing you want to do is gather up all the tools. I don't have everything, but you need a crescent wrench to remove the drain plug. You also need a jack stand, 2 jack stands, a jack, an oil pan, some latex gloves so you don't get your hands too dirty, and that's all you need. Okay? So basically, once you got all your stuff gathered up, the next step is to get the oil drain out of your vehicle. So the first thing is you're going to get your car, park it at a level area, and you want the engine to be cool, but not too cool. You don't want it to be too hot. You want the oil to be a little bit warm, but don't let it get cold to where it's sludge. Once you get to that point where the car is cooled off, you're going to go ahead and put your gloves on because you're about to get dirty. I raised my car up about 12 inches. So you raise your car up with the jacks, put the jack stands in, then you set the oil pan underneath the drain plug. You don't want to set it directly under the drain plug because once you take the oil plug out, the oil's going to shoot out probably about 6 or 8 inches, so you want to move it back a little bit. You want to make sure you catch all that old oil on the ground. It's really hard to clean up and it sucks. So you want to make sure your drain pan, your oil pan is set to where that'll take care of that. Once you get that set up, get under there, your gloves on, you're going to take the drain plug out and the oil will fall into the drain pan. Once that's all the way drained out, you'll go ahead and plug it back up. The next step is to put it on the oil filter. So you're going to move the drain pan to wherever the oil filter is. In my car, it's a little bit to the right. And as soon as you take that oil filter out, there's going to be a lot of oil that comes straight down. So you want to have that, and there's really no way to avoid spillage. It just depends on your vehicle, but in my car, there's a lot of wiping down after that has to be done. So you put the oil pan underneath the oil filter, take the oil filter off. They're going to let that excess oil drain out. You want to wipe up all the oil that's going to spill on the drive shaft or wherever. The oil that burns up gets really smoky. It's not good for you to breathe. Once you've done all that, once you drain the oil from the oil pan and the oil from the oil filter, the next step is to go ahead and put the new oil filter in. The oil filters all have this rubber seal right here. It's very important to lubricate the seal before you put it in. So you just take the oil with your gloves on, get a little bit of oil on your finger, and you just want to lubricate the seal like this, okay, before you put it on. Then once you put it on, you're going to twist it until it's tight. Once you feel it tighten up, you're going to do a 3/4 turn, tighten it up all the way. You don't want to tighten it too much because the seals expand and it could break. Once you got the new filter on, you can go ahead and add the new oil. Okay? The oil filler cap in my car is on the top of the block. Most cars, it's labeled. It's pretty easy to find. You just take the oil cap filter off. You want to find out from your handbook how much oil you need to add. Okay. I forgot about the funnel. You need a funnel. So you hit the funnel, put in the oil filler cap. You're going to add the oil. You want to add less than the required amount. So my car takes 4 3/4 quarts. I add about 3/4 quarts less than what the maximum is. So I would put 4 quarts in my car. You don't want to add too much because you could blow a seal. So once you add the new oil, put the oil filler cap back on. You want to go ahead and start your engine. Let the new oil circulate. Make sure everything is lubed up pretty good. And run it for about 30 seconds. Then you're going to turn the car off, take the key out. You want to go back to your work area underneath and on top. Make sure there's no leaks. You want to make sure that you tighten the plug up and you tighten the filter up enough so you don't have leaks all over the place. Once you see that all that stuff is good, you can go ahead and lower your car back down. and then you're done, basically. The only thing that's left to do is dispose of the old oil and old filter. Basically, or also you want to clean up. So you're going to have oil spillage. You can wipe everything down with the rags you got, and then dispose of the oil filter and oil. You can take it back to, there's all the stores, most of the stores you get your oil filter and oil from, they'll take it back and recycle it for you for free. Or you can take it to a recycling area. One place we can go here in Kitsap County is Olala Recycling and Garbage. And that's it. Thank you very much. Stop there.